what better place than here, and what better time than now for your most rockin' music? Let's do it. Hey everybody, it is Wednesday night. It is time for You Rock, and I am Thomas Christ, the host of You Rock, the show that plays your most rockin' music, the best indie music on the net. Let's see who we got hanging out today. Venom for Life is here. What's up, Venom? We've got Epiphonium is here. How's it going, Epiphonium? Hope you're well. Folkpunk, yeah, it's time to gobble up some good tunes because tomorrow is Thanksgiving. So I hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving planned for tomorrow, and you can give thanks for some rock music that about to hear tonight. Cold Acre, what's going on? Kim Harden Hudson, what is up? Manny of the Lillypillies, what's going on? Good to see you. Who else is here? Black Forest Cherry Pie. Good evening to you as well. Hope things are well over there in Germany. Hello to Tremor Bear, Michael Lappin C. What's up? Got the camel going on there. Ed B Metal. Rock on. Who else is here? Who else? I think that's about it for the early returns. You gotta work tomorrow. That sucks, man. I gotta tell you, I got off work an hour early today, and that makes all the difference in the damn world. There's Jade Star. What's going on, Jade? Yeah, getting off work an hour early made all the difference in the damn world. Because first of all, I had the list mostly done last night, and then I did the finishing touches on it, got the banners and stuff. Today, in that hour window that I had in between work ending and Jade start, because usually I end work and Jade show, which is how to app on iOS. You should definitely check that out. There's a link in the description for that. But usually that starts up just as I get done with work, so I'm trying to do a million things all at one time. But today it was a lot more relaxed. And then you ever get that weird feeling when you're really organized and prepared for things, and it's like, what did I forget? There's not chaos. So I must have done something wrong. I must have overlooked something. Hello, Desolate Morning. What's going on? It's Lars Guitars in the house. What's up, Lars? I hope you're all doing well. I got to tell you, so, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, and for us, at least in the United States, and that means that Friday is Black Friday, and there's a lot of deals going on, and I'm no stranger to the deals of Black Friday. So I was watching Jade Star. She did a video on Tonex, which is this new amp modeling thing that IK Multimedia put out. But I was on the IK Multimedia site checking out this new Tonex thing, and I saw, holy shit, Amplitude 5 is available. And Amplitude, man, I used to use it back in the day. I had a special copy that we won't talk about the methods that were used to acquire that back in the day, but it was a different time back then in the early 20 teens. But I saw Amplitude 5 Max was on sale, and that's like everything. That's like all the things on sale for $99. Things like usually like almost $600. I was like, yeah, no, I have to have this. I have to have it now. And I'm sure like Tone X is great. I'm sure it's wonderful, but Amplitude is very good as well. And then they have this cool thing called Tone Net, which is where people can just upload their presets. So I got on the Tone Net thing, and let me tell you, because, you know, some of the presets that come from the factory are a little bit, you know, they're not the best. But the ones on Tone Net, if you think the factory presets is all there is, man, you gotta check out Tone Net, because people upload really great presets that are a lot better than the factory ones. And it's kind of like how ToneBridge works, where you can look up, you know, by artist and by song or by genre. And, you know, always the safe bet is, if when in doubt, something like that, look up Metallica, because all the Metallica presets are always great. So yeah, exactly. That's another thing too. But it's you know, last time I used it, it was Amplitude 3. Now it's 5, a little bit different. Some of the different software that they have to manage licenses and stuff is a bit Byzantine. I don't like some of that, but other than that, it's very cool. All right, we're gonna kick things off today. Now, I will tell you that we got 2 premieres to kick off the show today, and I'm stoked about that. I have changed the submission form ever so slightly, and added 2 additional questions. So when you submit a song now, you're going to have to answer the 2 additional, they're just the yes-no questions. Is it a premiere? And a premiere means that you have a song that's unlisted, it's never been shown before, and it won't go public until after it airs on the show. So you let me know if it's a premiere, and then I could put it in a more, you know, prominent position, as is only right and fair. And then we have, is it a cover? Because I'm tired of trying to figure out playing songs like, oh, actually, this is a cover. So you have to answer if it's a cover. And I do ask, you know, when you put the description, try to get the original artist in there so I know who they are. Because, yeah. Hello, Barry. Hello to Frank Terzo. All right. So we're going to kick off with these 2 premieres. We got one. This is some great stuff here from Night Train 1988. This Is Who I Am, but this is you've heard the song, but this is the live piano vocal version that's being heard here for the very first time. So I'm excited about this. Let's see what Night Train said about this one. He says, "Hi, Tom. So this is a piano and vocal version of This Is Who I Am, recorded in 1 take. Not the first take, though. Lol. I had been wondering when and where to premiere this version of the song, and I thought, what better than premiering it on You Rock, as you've been such a big support for me as an artist, but also as a person. Hope you and the family are doing well, Al." Well, I hope you are doing well as well, and I'm glad that you chose to premiere this song right here on You Rock. So we're going to start things off here with This Is Who I Am, piano vocal version by Al, Night Train 1988.
Here alone, why do I hate myself? I'm staring through the window. They follow me wherever I go. Why can't they see we are the same? Made of flesh and bone. Why do they hate me? Nobody knows. Ignorance and intolerance grows from within. I shed my skin in a heartbeat if I could. Why do you judge me so? What have I done to you to make you hate what I am, who I am and who I love? It's not this is me, the same person that you know. It just took some time to show you who I am inside. Why would you kill me for being who I am? Just can't understand. This is who I am. I decide who I should be. Live my life just being me. Look outside and look within. I'm content inside the skin. If you don't accept the way I live my life from day to day, try acceptance if you can, but if you don't, well, this is who I am.
Wow. Night Train, 1988. This is who I am. Live piano vocal version, and yeah, absolutely beautiful. This is the song. It is kind of the song that keeps on giving, because there's been, there was a different edit of it that was released, and then if you watched, it is very appropriate. We just commemorated Transgender Day of Remembrance. Jade did an amazing show for that, and this all really ties into it. She did a lovely performance of this as well, and now we have this version of it just stripped down to bare piano and vocal, and I couldn't think this may be the best rendition of this song yet, just in its simplicity, and just allows the lyrics to really speak. And I will say, like, I know personally how difficult it is. Not only like playing and singing is a tough thing to do, especially if it's something that you're not used to or you haven't done a lot of before, but Al shows a real mastery there. But playing and doing like spoken word is really, really challenging, because you don't even have the rhythm to go with. So I think he did a fantastic job on that as well. So I am stoked that we got to premiere that right here on the show, and Night Train did just a beautiful job on that song, and it is a beautiful song already. And that's kind of the thing with great songwriting. I've said it before on this show before. I've said it before on the show that great songs, it doesn't matter you could do them many different styles, different ways, and they always sound great because they're great songs. So excellent job, Night Train 1988, as always, doing amazing stuff. Get over there and subscribe to Night Train 1988. I did put the link here at the conclusion of that song, so you can head on over and subscribe to Night Train 1988 and let him know how much you love this amazing version of the song. So thank you once again to Night Train. Hello, Happy Ron. Good to see you. Hello, Barry Glenn. And I assume Joe is probably around here somewhere too. Let's see. It says anybody else? Kronk Song, hello to you. Hello, Michael Thompson. Good to see all of you here tonight. So we do have another premiere that I'm going to get to in just a minute. If you do want to send a song into the show, by the way, bit.ly/urocksubmit. And the way it works is up until a little before the current show, you'll get on the show that's happening, and then during the show and afterwards, you'll be considered for the next show. So if you send something in now, it'll go towards the show next week. So, but would love to have you send a track in if you never have, or if you have before, got something cool. And I can tell you too, I'm going to be making a special submission form because we know that the holiday season is around the corner, and I know there's Joe. Hello, Joe. We know that the holiday season is around the corner, and I know you guys are putting the wrapping paper, the bow, and the tinsel on your Christmas tracks. So I'm going to have a special Christmas edition of You Rock, probably either the Wednesday before or the Wednesday after Christmas. I'm thinking the Wednesday before, because usually after Christmas Day, people are done with it. So anyway, there's going to be a special submission form, and so get those tracks ready, and I'll let you know. Special submission. Oh, we have some special submissions. I will let you know when that's ready to go, when that goes live, and you'll be able to send all your holiday tracks in. And we'll have a special Christmas show. Do they have to be Christmas songs? Well, for that show, they do. I guess. Hello, Brad. Example, what's happening, man? Hope you're doing well. All right, let's go to this next premiere. We've got this one. This was came in just under the wire, but I got on the show here from Emperorism. This ain't no boom bap jam, and this is another premiere from Emperorism. So let's see what he said, what he wants us to know about this track here. This is what he said. He says, well, what is boom bap anyway? I don't have a clue, but maybe just take a peek through the curtains. Here, You Rock, episode 63. I like that. All right, so we're going to check this out from Emperorism. This ain't no boom bap jam, and let's get this here over there, and check this out. So this is another premiere here. This is This Ain't No Boom Bap Jam by Emperism. That was Emperorism with Premiere. This ain't no boom bap jam. I'm going to put the link there for you in the chat. So you can go and head on over to Emperism's channel and let him know how much you dug that amazing jam that you saw here for the first time ever on You Rock. And yeah, what a talent. It's amazing. Folkpunk says one who can have fun alone is a content person. Absolutely, yeah. I kind of agree with what Manny had said earlier too about I'd never leave that room. You know, it'd be working from home would be difficult if I had all that going on. I'd just be like, let me just do another little jam here. We'll be all right. On the Collective said it was totally like a drug trip, that song. Now, of course, on the Collective, you wouldn't know anything about that. We don't know anything about that, do we? But no, yeah, definitely. It's always a trip, man, and he's always got some different vibe. I don't know what boom bap is. I'm not sure that this video told me anything more about what boom bap is, but if that's what it is, I like it. That's all I'll say. I liked all those little samples he had in that Korg Volca too. Yeah, that was fun stuff. Really fun, and then he worked the guitar into it as well. He's got some cool guitars, absolutely. So, thank you so much, Emperism. Always rocking it here on the You Rock show, and I appreciate being able to premiere that awesome jam here on the show. Really cool. Gortium says, I wish I could have all my keyboards set up to play them at once, but don't have the room. Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. Although, my keyboards are mostly like Casios and stuff, though. Anyway. Yeah, Gregory said I foolishly opened the Jam with Jordan app. It made me late. It'll do that to you. It'll do that. That's the kind of app that you can lose a lot of time if you don't know what I'm talking about. That was on Jade Starr's How to App on iOS show, which, as we mentioned earlier, you should go and check out and subscribe to. Link is in the description for Jade's channel. All right, it is time to check in with an amazing artist over in Germany, Pi.A. And Pi.A. sends us a brand new track called Matte Gold. And so let's see what Pi.A. wants us to know before we take a listen to this one. This is what she says. I talk often about the mindset reset, mostly in my mailing list, but this time, no matter if you're lurking, watching, or commenting, this song is dedicated to you, especially the chorus. Keep on doing music no matter how you're feeling. It's your way, and I will always feel deeply respectful for the ones that keep on going. I'm switching places now and take a seat in my Alpha Tower. Oh, damn, that's the new album title. Now you know. Feel hugged, your Pi.A. All right. Alpha Tower. That's a cool name, I gotta say. So let's get this one and get it happening. All right. Bear with me a moment here. All right. All right, let's check this out. This is Pi.A. Matte Gold here on You Rock.
Feels like I can stand on my feet, and can my eyelids really the coming tune. That rockabilly kid never seemed to fit. Going out of town and becoming the next big shit. A new shit, a good shit, something to keep follow. It's a way, yeah, a good way. This mad gold new way. But nowadays the good ways end up in a dark space.
That was Pi.A. with Matt Gold. And Pi.A. just continues to impress and amaze with these tracks that she's been putting out here. And I guess she's got a new album coming out, and it's going to be called Alpha Tower. So you heard that here first, maybe? I don't know if it's been talked about anywhere else, but it's definitely being talked about right now and right here. Because that's a great name for an album, and I'm not surprised she would come up with a brilliant name for an album, because listen to the brilliant lyrics that you hear on a track like this. Always interesting, and always got a great groove and a great hook to all of her music. Really cool videos, really well produced, well edited, and so yeah, she's done it again, blown us away week after week. Continues to do it, and we're here for it. So get over there, use the link that I put there in the chat. Let's also put all these links down in the description as we play them, so you can keep up that way too. But definitely get over there and get subscribed to Pi.A. because you don't want to miss out on any of this cool music. And also get into her description, and you can find links to join her mailing list as she referenced there. You can be part of that community as well. So that's a very cool thing that she does. So thank you to Pi.A. Great job on that track as always. Yeah. I am a little bit busy, but it's good. It's a good busy. I'd rather be busy doing this than anything else. So I appreciate that. And I appreciate all of you being here. And you know what? I will also tell you that the main way this show gets out, because I don't do a ton of promotion. I haven't even got into doing the shorts yet. I'm trying to figure the shorts out. I can get one leg in, but the other leg just kind of won't go. So anyway, the main way that I advertise the show is by your word of mouth. So I'd appreciate if you just share the stream out far and wide, and let people know that we're rocking here every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and that they should be here, and they should be subscribed to the Thomas Christ channel and check it on out. So I appreciate that help, because sharing is caring, as Pete John says. Let's check out this next track here from the Lillypillies. We got some brand new Pillies. The Lillypillies, Waiting for a Revolution. So let's get a little bit of background info from Manny and the gang and see what they said about this one here. Hey Thomas, our brand new song, Waiting for a Revolution, is a song about taking action in order for things to change in the uncertain world we live in. It's released on all streaming platforms in 3 different versions. Hope you like it. 3 different versions. Wow. So you talk about people being busy. Manny's been busy. He's got 3 different versions of this song. So we're going to check out the version that he sent in here. This is, and let me make sure we start at the beginning, because that's always a good place to start. This is Waiting for a Revolution by the Lillypillies.
Something with no meaning in our life. We hear so many lies. Why can I hear so many noises all around me in the night? And time keeps ticking by. We We are one, we all want the same thing. A love that can find you, a place you can turn to. We are one, we all want the same thing. We want it now. When it all falls apart and we're caught in the middle, who's making the decisions that we're never gonna give in? This generation's failing. When it all falls apart and we're caught in the middle, maybe one day everything will change, but now we're waiting for revolution. Why are we waiting night and day for something better to come by? We've fed so many lies. Why do I look over my shoulder just to see what's left behind? Taking one step at a time. We are one, we all want the same thing. A love that can find you, a place you can turn to. We are one, we all want the same thing. We want it now. When it all falls apart and we're caught in the middle, who's making the decisions that we're ever gonna give in? This generation's failing. When it all falls apart and we're caught in the middle, maybe one day everything will change, but now we're waiting for revolution. When it all falls apart and we're caught in the middle,
All around town, people trying to get down.
when it all falls apart and we're caught in the middle, maybe one day everything will change, but now we're waiting for revolution. Waiting for revolution.
All around town.
Waiting for revolution.
All around town.
Waiting for revolution.
Oh man, the Lillypillies waiting for a revolution. I think we got a revolution happening, and it's the Lillypillies revolution out of Australia. They're one of Australia's hottest exports. Like if you look at the list, when you go to like, they show like the top exports from each country, like in Wikipedia and stuff. I think they're gonna show the Lillypillies right there. There's a couple other folks like J.D.L and Pete Johns, but I think right up there you're gonna have the Lillypillies as a major export from Australia, and they rocked it in this song. I especially love. I don't know why it was pointed out. I think it was on Jade's show the other day. Pointed out that there's some footage in there that's in a sewing factory, which is fun. But yeah, it's a rockin' video, man. It's a lot of energy, a lot of movement in that video, and a lot of energy and movement in the song as well. I love the string parts that are in there that really amp up the intensity of that track, especially toward the end, and really bring it to an epic conclusion. So, great job on that track, guys. Did it once more, rocked our faces off, and made a great song with a great message as well. So I don't want to buzz past that either, because we do need a lot of we might need multiple revolutions in this country. It's not in this country, in the world. Yeah, that was incredible stuff. Really incredible. One of your best yet, I think, and that's a good sign. If your latest is your best yet, that's what you got to do. Thank you, Princess. I appreciate that. Hello to Princess LDG. Hello to, we had some other folks that came in here. Blue Unicorn, Scapular Winging Records has popped in. Feisty Feather in the house. Gregory O'Sullivan, just to name a few. So, and Zach Thong, of course. Zach Thong is with us. Have a good night. Kronk Song is it is getting late. So there's a weird phenomenon that's happened with this show today. Our overall number of songs is way down. Can you hear me now? Let me know if you can hear. Put a 1 in the chat. There's crazy stuff going on right now that I'm not quite sure about what's happening. Let me know if I'm back. Am I back with the audio? Okay. Looks like because it just like automatically like muted, and then it popped up with a message. That was weird. That's never happened before. So anyway. No, I don't think I hit the button because it actually came up with a thing that it's lost connection to my microphone briefly. But then I just hit unmute and it came back. So I don't know. Weird stuff. Anyway, thank you so much to the Lillypillies. Great song. I totally lost my. I was on a roll. I was on. I was going and stupid stuff happening. Anyway, technology. You gotta love it. All right, we're gonna keep right on rolling. So I was in the process of saying we have the weird thing with this show tonight. The submissions overall are lower, but we have some great music on the show, and I think what it is we have a lot of music from, because I always start the show off with the music from Europe and Asia, Australia, and we got a lot of that. And then the U.S. part of the show is very, very small, and I suspect that could be because there's a holiday happening tomorrow, and it's called Thanksgiving, and people may be traveling and stuff, and that's so we have our usual complement of selections from overseas and Canada and stuff, but U.S. part is a little bit light today. So I think that probably explains it. Anyway, so all that to say, we got up next the Drag Gurus. Drag Gurus are out of Ireland, and they've got a track for us called Orange Jesus. So let's find out about this one from Drag Gurus. This is what they have to say here about this one. Hi, Thomas, written and recorded in GarageBand. This song follows on from two previous songs of mine, King of America and Loser, and is born out of the same anger and frustration with this guy. Right on. So let's get out of there. Let's get this one queued up. I love these the Drag Gurus. Been around a long time, and always have great stuff. All right, so let's take a listen to Orange Jesus by the Drag Gurus. That was Orange Jesus by Drag Gurus. Man, what a cool song that was. So yeah, it had a great groove to it. Really really chill, kind of mellow. And yeah, nice message to it as well. The nice, subtle way of saying things without saying things. I like that. Yeah, very, very cool. Excellent job on that track, man. If you're not tuned in, you should be tuned in. You should be plugged in to what the Drag Gurus are doing. They are they're super talented and always impressed by their music. So get on over there, subscribe to the Drag Gurus. They are what I refer to a lot of artists this way. And I'm going to refer to the Drag Gurus this way. They are criminally undersubscribed. So they need your help and they need your support. And I think there's not too many better places you could give your support to than and artists that you can give your support to than Drag Gurus. So thank you very much for that submission. Really appreciate it. And keep rocking as always. All right, we're gonna go next. We got one from, he was here just a little bit ago, but this one's from Cronksong, and it is called "There You Go." So let's see what Cronksong says about this one, and this is what Cronksong says about "There You Go." Hi Thomas, I hope you are well. This garage band song is about a gregarious person who enjoys life without the need for help. Hope you enjoy it, Kronk. All right, so let's check this out from Kronk Song, and we'll copy it and paste it over here, and take a listen. Oh, this is over on SoundCloud, so make sure we're all squared away. Let's check it out. This is "There You Go" by Kronk Song. That was Kronk Song with There You Go. And there you go. It was a great song. Yeah, I always dig Kronk Song. You know, he definitely does, as I think it was Michael that pointed out. He's got a very English sound, and Michael actually compared. This is a big comparison. He got compared to Ian Luckett, who, if you don't know who Ian Luckett is, he's a very talented musician in his own right. So if you're getting compared to Ian Luckett, you're on the right track, I think. But yeah, Mark did it again with another fantastic song. It's a bit on the longer side for a Kronk song at 2 minutes and 55 seconds. Usually he calibrates his songs to come in, but he can send his longer ones over here to me. He usually calibrates them for YML that they come in at 2 minutes or so. But yeah, this one's almost 3. So great stuff. Kronk Song, and just has that really classic kind of rockin' vibe to it, and always high quality production from Kronk Song. So thank you very much for that track, and if you haven't gone over and subscribed to Kronk Song, you should definitely, or follow him on SoundCloud. You should definitely do that. You can also subscribe to him on YouTube, because he does have a YouTube channel as well. So thank you very much to Kronk Song. All right, cool. We're gonna go next to STiiLBiRD. We've been enjoying the tunage of STiiLBiRD for the past few weeks, and we have one more tune from STiiLBiRD to check out, and this one's called Rivers Run Deep. And of Rivers Run Deep, STiiLBiRD says, 3 songs about a lost lover rolled into one song about the yearning for unrequited love, tracked on a Yamaha DAW, then further tracking on Mac/Logic DAW, then mixed using Pro Tools, Devion, England, 2016 by Simon Gardner. All right. So let's take a listen to this one, and we'll check it out. And this one, he's been sending the songs over on Spotify, and so far that's worked out all right. So take a listen to this. Rivers Run Deep by STiiLBiRD.
We're frightened into battle, enchanted out of castles, in high towers made of glass. People shatter how we're breaking out at last. I'm here for you, to hold you. What more can I do to help you? You don't even want to be here some days, 'cause it cuts so hard. You know the strong, the more they get, and the weak go to the wild with their regret. The answers are not easy, they are inside you, believe me. Together we're stronger. Tall shadows no longer. You know the meek, they forgive more, and the cursed go to the wise to start their wars. You know the strong, the more they get, and the weak go to the wild with their regret. Ain't it true, life is a battle on some days, but with you I feel immortal in so many, many ways. All my life been waiting into battle. With your light now.
That was STiiLBiRD, Rivers Run Deep. That is the one problem with Spotify, that it has an autoplay kind of a thing like SoundCloud, but I haven't figured out a way to turn that off. I'm sure there is one, but I don't know what it is. But yeah, brilliant job on that. We've been really impressed by the production value. Of course, now it does bear mentioning that STiiLBiRD does get their music produced professionally in a studio. Most of the songs that you hear here are home studio recordings, and that's kind of where the emphasis is. But when there's great indie artists that are produced in a studio, I'm open to that as well. And especially somebody who's been kind of around the community and stuff. So yeah, great job on that track. Once again, I love the lyricism of it, love the songwriting, and of course the production is amazing as well. But yeah, great job on that track. And you can go over to Spotify and do the Spotify thing with STiiLBiRD. I don't know what the thing is that you do. I guess you like them or follow them or whatever the case may be. Put them in a playlist. I have no idea because I don't use Spotify. But if you use Spotify, you can check them out. But I'm sure, if you look up STiiLBiRD, I'm sure that they're on all the major Apple Music and Tidal and Amazon Music and whatever else is out there. There's a lot of music services these days that I'm sure you could find STiiLBiRD. Oh, they're on YouTube as well. I know STiiLBiRD is on YouTube. So great stuff. Thank you very much for that track, STiiLBiRD, and more than happy to play what you got on the show here. And if you want to get a track into the show, bit.ly/YouRockSubmit is the way to do it. And if you send it in now, you'll be considered for the next show. Also, there's other places where you can share music. You can go over to Metalhead Hippie. He's got shows on Tuesday and Sunday, or on Friday and Sunday, excuse me, that play your music. Ron Ward as well, and of course Pete Johns, YML every Sunday evening. So lots of places to do, and I encourage you to send them as many places as you can. So you get to get heard by as many people as possible, because they all have slightly different audiences and so forth. Anyway, that's my little disclaimer on that. And by the way, hello to Wayak. Wayak has gotten in here. He missed a little bit, but still got over half the show to go. So welcome you on board as well. And On the Collective doesn't use Spotify either. All right. Cool. So we're going to go next to a track by the Marty Club. The Marty Club sends us this one called Sambuca. And Marty Club, of course, they used to be, they're out of Wales, but they used to be some slightly different bands, Astronaut Heroes, Eyesore, but this is the latest incarnation of this collective of artists out of Wales. So anyway, Sambuca is the name of the track, and this is what they say. This song's about getting drunk, very drunk, in my home city, Cardiff. Still counting. Hope you enjoy. All right. So let's we're gonna take a listen to this track here from the Marty Club. And let's check it out. This is the Marty Club with Sambuca.
Is this taxi service? 6 front door, no. You've lost your money, your shoes got stolen. Rum and cola, where's your sofa? Robert Smith now on the jukebox. £3.9, where's Dale County? Can you smell the air? Smoke scent in your hair. If I held you, would you care?
That was Sambuca by the Marty Club. Man, did that song ever rock. That might be my favorite Marty Club track yet. I really dug that one a lot. I think it was actually Omni Collective Creativity who mentioned that they sounded a bit like glam rock. I think it does. I think it definitely does. And I love what they did with the reverb. There was reverb kind of on selective parts, and sometimes you would hear it, sometimes it would come in, other times it would there would be almost no reverb at all, like totally dry. And I thought that was a really effective effect as well. The way that they used reverb and space in that track was really cool, and yeah, I dig that one. That's some good stuff. Hello, Ron Ward. What's happening, man? What's going on? Ron Ward loves Sambuca. Nice. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I don't know, does Ron Ward celebrate Thanksgiving? I guess you would. Even though you're from the States, but you're living abroad, so that's a interesting situation there. But you can take Thanksgiving wherever you are. And it's cool. Yeah, I really dig this. I really dig this track from the Marty Club, and you should definitely go and check them out. Check them out over on SoundCloud. They're doing great stuff there. All right, let's go. Who do we have up next? So we have something that's a little interesting here in the show that because I had so many covers from the UK, from Europe, I thought we're gonna actually split up You Got It Covered into 2 sections, and so we've got a whole like European You Got It Covered section. So let's get that started. That's right, You've Got It Covered, and you've got it covered over in the UK and Europe, and we're going to start off with J.D.L. J.D.L's got a Blue October cover for us, Into the Ocean. So let's see what J.D.L would like us to know about this track before we go in and play it. This is what he says. He says, "Hey Tom, hope you are well. This is my second cover of my second favorite band, Blue October. This song is from their 5th album, Foiled. This song, although very upbeat musically, is very dark in tone lyrically. The lyrics touch on loss and suicide. Pretty heavy stuff. This is the reason I performed the track as the darker, tortured character. I hope you like it." Well, I'm sure we're going to like it because we pretty much like everything J.D.L does. And I can't imagine this is going to be any exception. So let's take a listen to the first in this special Euro edition of You Got It Covered. This is Into the Ocean Blue October cover by J.D.L.
I'm just a normal boy that sank when I fell overboard. My ship wouldn't leave the country, but I'd rather swim ashore. Without a life vest I'd be stuck again. Wish I was much more masculine. Maybe then I could learn to swim like 14 miles away. Now floating up and down, I spin colliding into sound. Like waves beneath me diving down, I'm sinking to the bottom of my everything that brings me out. The lighthouse beam has just run out. I'm cold as cold can be. I wanna swim away but don't know how. Sometimes it feels just like I'm falling in the ocean. Let the waves up and take me down. Let the hurricane set in motion, yeah. Let the rain of what I feel right now come down. Oh, let the rain come down. Where is the Coast Guard? I keep looking each direction for a spotlight. Give me something, I need something for protection. Maybe flotsam junk will do just fine. The jetsam sunk, I'm left behind. I'm dreading for my life, believe me. How can I keep up this breathing? Not knowing how to think, I scream aloud, begin to sink. My legs and arms are broken down, with envy for the solid ground. I'm reaching for the light within me. How can one man stop this ending? I thought of just your face, relaxed and floated into space. I wanna swim away but don't know how. Sometimes it feels just like I'm falling in the ocean. Let the waves up and take me down. Let the hurricane set in motion, yeah. Let the rain of what I feel right now come down. Oh, let the rain come down. Now waking to the sun, I calculate what I had done. Like jumping from the bow, yeah, just to prove that I knew how, yeah. It's midnight's late reminder of the loss of her, the one I love. My will to quickly end it all. Sat front row when my need to fall into the ocean, end it all. 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 I wanna swim away but don't know how. Sometimes it feels just like I'm falling in the ocean. Let the waves up and take me down. Let the hurricane set in motion, yeah. Let the rain of what I feel right now come down. Oh, let the rain come down.
It was J.D.L. with Into the Ocean, Blue October cover, and what a job he did on that. The video was cool. I agree with Coldacre on that one. Like it's class, like J.D.L. always is. The makeup that was unexpected, but you always expect the unexpected with J.D.L. I thought that was a nice touch as well, and the song itself, like, it had the little bit of darkness that he referenced in his description there, but there was also a hopefulness to it, and so it had a nice mix of things, and of course J.D.L's vocals always super impressive. That's one of the things that I've always described J.D.L as a vocal chameleon, because he can go and he can do he's done new metal, he's done Eminem, he's done just about everything you can think of, and just another amazing cover by J.D.L. Great work on the video, as I mentioned, and you got to get over and subscribe to J.D.L. and let him know that Thomas Christ sent you over there. He just passed 251 subscribers, so he's getting up there. Great work there by J.D.L, and thank you for that excellent submission. All right, we're going to go next to... This is, Russ8889, as he's been sending us this really cool artist from Austria. J.D.L, by the way, is from Scotland. Vero is from Austria, and she's got he sends us a cover that she's done of Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes. So let's see what inspired this one. All right, she said, Russ says on Vero's behalf, hello, Tom. With Vero's permission, I'm submitting this cover track. It's a classic everyone knows, but I love how she has made it her own. Being someone who likes to put a spin on covers, this is brilliant. By the way, you ain't heard nothing yet. I'm excited to send you some of my favorite tracks in the coming weeks. Thanks, Russ, on behalf of Vero. And Russ has been so kind to help this artist out, send these tracks in so that we can take a listen to them and get to know this artist a lot better. It's very, very talented Vero. So let's check this one out. This is Vero with Seven Nation Army, cover of the White Stripes.
A seven-nation army couldn't hold me back. They're gonna rip it up, taking their time right behind my back. And I'm talking to myself at night, 'cause I can't forget. Back and forth through my mind, behind a cigarette, and the message coming from my eyes says, leave it alone. Don't wanna hear about it. Every single one's got a story to tell. Everyone knows about it, from the King of England to the hounds of hell. And if I catch it coming back my way, I'll serve it to you. To hear, but that's what I'll do. And the feeling coming from my bones says, find a home. sweat drip out of every pore. And I'm bleeding, and I'm bleeding, and I'm bleeding right before the Lord. All the words are gonna bleed from me, and I will sing no more. And the stains coming from my blood tell me, go back home.
All right. That was Vero with a cover of Seven Nation Army. White Stripes, of course, wrote that one. And, yeah, that was a brilliant rendition of that. Totally different than the original, which is what a lot of great covers do. They'll take the original version and they'll do something totally different with it, take it in a totally different direction than where it's gone before. And it's just like when I was talking about the Lillypillies, the Night Train 1988 song, I mentioned that, when you have a great song, you could do anything with it and it works. And this song, of course, is an iconic track from the White Stripes. You can do anything with this song and it just works. You could probably play it on a mandolin, it would work. You could do it with the string quartet, it would work. This was kind of, I would almost say this was like borderline, maybe like a little bit of a goth version of it, but I like that though. A darker, slower, more little more ominous kind of version of it, but I like that, and I think it works really well. The video was also very cool. I don't know where all that the imagery was created or how that was done, but it looked cool, and it definitely added a nice ambiance to this track as well. So yeah, excellent job there by Vero. Vero continues to impress, and if Russ is anything to go by, and he usually is, the best is still yet to come. So I agree with Desolate here. Ominous is good. Ominous is very good. I like that. So thank you very much to Vero. Thank you, Russ, for sending that in as well. Of course, just to be clear, Russ didn't have anything to do with the actual track. He's just being a good friend and a good neighbor and a good community member and sending that in on behalf of Vero to help get her music out further and wider than it is. And she's getting up there, 156 subscribers, but I would say she could use a lot more. So if you want to go over there and offer up a sub, and if you want to share out the music as well, I'm sure she would greatly appreciate that. Speaking of Russ 8889, we just so happen in this covers block here of UK and Euro covers, we happen to have a cover from Russ 8889 of Green Onions. So let's see what Russ says about this one. I actually I don't know who this is by, but he says, "Hello, Tom. Carrying on with my month of covers. Here's a cover from one of my all-time favorite tracks. The original always puts me in a happy mood whenever I hear it. It's from The Who. It's from The Who, I think. The Who's film Quadrophenia is where I first heard it and loved it ever since. I think that might be where it's from. Not 100% sure. But either way, we're going to check it out. And knowing we know what Russ can do with a great track, and so we're gonna check this out. This is Green Onions. He has here Booker T and the MGs, I think, is the original artist. This is Green Onions as covered by Russ 8889. That was Russ 8889 with a cover of Booker T and the MGs. We've got that sorted out. Cover of Booker T and the MGs, Green Onions. And excellent job once again by Russ 8889. Russ always does an amazing job with stuff like that. And putting these videos together as well. I thought the video was really cool to go along with the track. And so this is one of those songs that when I heard the title, I was like, oh, Green Onion, I'm not sure about, but as soon as I heard it, I recognized it. I've heard it a million places before, I'm sure. And yeah, I agree with Gortium. It was a great video. Yeah, it definitely does harken back to an earlier time, but a great job with putting a unique spin on that track from Russ 8889. We got a lot of talk about Muppets also in the chat. I don't know why, but it's always fun. Yeah, Russ absolutely crushed it on that one yet again, and he showed us he's got it covered. He's definitely got it covered. He's doing a whole month of covers, which, like, it took me until now to figure that out. I don't know if he had mentioned that before. I'm sometimes a little slow on the uptake on things. But yeah, I think that's a cool thing. Good idea by Russ to do a month of covers. And he actually says over here in his description that it's one of his all-time favorite records, and not sure. He did it with his iPad Air 1 and had a go at it, and I think he did an excellent job with it. So, what was the band in the Muppets called? I have no idea. They rocked. Oh, yeah, that the teeth guy or something? I don't know. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen the Muppet Show or anything like that. But yeah, great stuff. All right. So yeah, if you haven't, I presume most of you probably are subbed up to Russ R. Yeah, the Electric Mayhem. There you go. But wasn't it like Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem? See, I knew there was teeth involved somewhere. I knew that much. But yeah, if you're not somehow not subscribed to Russ 8889, you should definitely do that. He's a pillar of these communities and a great artist and musician, part of the Delicate Giants as well. So he does a lot of different stuff, and he's makes videos for other people as well, and he does a great job every time. So you won't be disappointed if you sub up to Russ 8089. Now, I mentioned it earlier, but this show here, pretty much the main way that the word gets out about the show is through your word of mouth and your recommendation. So if you do, go ahead and share that stream out to as many people as possible. I'd definitely appreciate that. Let people know that this is the place to be on Wednesday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And also hit that like button. I know it's just a small thing, but it does help with the algorithms and all that stuff. So do that as well. I appreciate that. Hello, Ian's Guitar Shack. What's up? By the way, hello also to Nick Apostolaris. I keep missing him, but I know he's been hanging out here for a while. So hello, Nick. I'm not ignoring you. I do see you there. We got one more in this UK Europe block of covers. Well, actually, this goes over to this is actually coming to us from Taiwan, and Jonathan Linton. So Jonathan Linton sends us a cover of Babylon the Bandit. So we're definitely gonna have to get a little bit of background on this cover. And this is what Jonathan says. Cover of a reggae song. All right. Well, we like reggae songs for sure. And if anybody can do it justice, it is Jonathan Linton. So let's get this happening. This is Babylon the Bandit cover by Jonathan Linton.
Babylon, dashing way and let it pit now.
That was Jonathan Linton with a cover of Babylon, the Bandit. I did a little research while the song was playing, and I found out that this song is by a reggae band called Steel Pulse. So there you go. Because I wasn't sure who that was by. Wasn't familiar with the original track, but Jonathan, as in usual Jonathan Linton style, absolutely just nailed that track perfectly. Did an amazing job. Like just the production and the vocals and the whole vibe of it. It really captured that reggae vibe to a T. And yeah, I really dug that track. Really enjoy that one. I need to get into more reggae. I'm familiar with some of it, more like the dance hall kind of stuff. But yeah, this is definitely very cool. And is there anything Jonathan Linton can't do? I don't think there is. Not much. I've heard him do a lot of different styles, and it's always great. It's always great. Usually he does grunge things, but sometimes he detours into other styles, and it's always awesome too. So you can't go wrong with Jonathan Linton. So head on over to Jonathan's channel, subscribe, and leave him some nice messages. And yeah. Reggae had a big influence on the punk movement, of course. A lot of the punk rockers from England and stuff in the 70s got, they were inspired by some of the rhythms and stuff from the reggae music. So you'll hear that, especially in stuff like The Clash. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, well, now I was wondering the same thing. That's why I looked it up. There's this awesome thing called the internet. It tells you lots of great stuff that you don't already know. All right, so that's going to do it for... That's going to do it for the UK Euro edition of You Got It Covered. But there are a few more covers later in the show that are going to come from the US. So we'll be doing another little jaunt of You Got It Covered later in the show for those tracks. So that's really cool. Thank you to Jonathan Linton, Russ8889, Vero, and J.D.L for the internet. What is this internet that you speak of? I don't know. Anyway, I do need to take this as we transition to the United States tracks and the Americas tracks, Canada, the United States, anything in the our time zones. As we transition there are some folks that I need to thank, because they make the show possible. So I'm going to go ahead and thank these people right here. These are our solid gold rockers for November. I don't think there's been any new additions to this list since the last time. So folkpunk, Tremor Bear, Scapular Winging Records, Mars Capone, Frank Terzo, Brad Example, Tom Caraher, Joe Anberry Glenn, J.D.L, Metalhead Hippie, and he also supplied the donation for Hippie's House Band and Blugubrious, and then Howling Fret Fumbler as well. Thank you to all of you from the bottom of my heart. You make this show possible, and it is only with the support of these great folks and other folks who have donated in previous months that we're able to do the show. So that's paypal.me/Thomas Christ Music. If you want to become a solid gold rocker, it does a lot to help keep this show on the air and keep me doing the things that I'm doing. Because I'm not monetized or anything. So that's pretty much all that helps me keep doing what I'm doing. So I appreciate it greatly. And so as we go into the United States track. I'm going to do something that I normally don't do because we were a little bit later on submissions today, and I felt I could work it in. This show is usually you rock and you guys rock, and that's what it's all about. I'm about playing your music, but I did release something. I've been releasing slowly these archival tracks, and so I put a new one out. I premiered it over on Hippie's show on Sunday, and some of you, I think most of you probably have heard it already, but I'm going to give it a play right here on the show. And this one is from all the way back in 2009, and it's called I Live On. So we're going to kick off the United States tracks with an artist from the United States, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This is Thomas Christ with I Live On. That was that was Thomas Christ. Who knew? Anyway, yeah, that was me. My song from 2009. 2009, man. I wish I could bottle whatever the hell I was doing back then and do that now. Man. Anyway, thank you. I'm glad you guys all enjoyed that. Thank you for indulging me on that one. It really, Ron Ward. By the way, thank you very much to both 15th Ben and Ron Ward, who are the newest Solid Gold rockers. I suppose it's kind of like, it's weird because we're toward the end of November. Maybe I could just put you guys on for November and December. I guess that would work. Anyway, thank you very, very much. I appreciate that greatly. Your support means a lot to me and helps me keep doing what I'm doing. So thank you to Ron Ward and 15th Bend. We'll be adding you to the list of Solid Gold rockers because I appreciate that greatly. And hello, also, I saw Pete John sneak in here. Where's Pete? There's Pete. The man, the myth, the legend who started it all, Pete Johns. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. But thank you once again just for indulging me in that one. And I got a lot of these songs that while I'm in a kind of mode where I'm working a lot and I'm trying to get some new music going, but the time windows are very, very narrow. And so I'm trying to do what I can to get some new music out. But in the meantime, I think I might be close to getting something going, getting a new song. But in the meantime, there's 70 some odd tracks that have never seen the YouTube channel, and so I'm going to be putting those up, and I hope you enjoy those. And so they'll be making the rounds. So yeah, I will. But now let's get on with the rest of the show, with the rest of your music, because you rock. And it is time for we are at a very special point in the show, and you know what time that is. That's right, it is time for the patented halftime headbang. And even though I said we were done with Euro and UK tracks, actually we're not. Because our halftime headbang today comes to us from Germany. And it comes to us by way of Black Forest Cherry Pie. This is their second time up on the halftime headbang. And they have sent to us a track called Fett. And we're going to find out about this track from Black Forest Cherry Pie. And let's see what they said about this one. So this is what they say. Another older NDH style song. Now that is, I always butcher this this phrase. It's Neue Deutschart. I always get that wrong. It's the new German hardness is what it stands for. It's a style of music popularized by Rammstein. But this song is from 2017. It was recorded a few months after recording of Ich bin fit wie Schwein, where I was just fucked up by people reducing me on my weight at this time. For Ich bin fit wie ein Schein, there were unused lyrics, so I made another song about this theme. People reducing other people and weight are stupid, and I think they have much more problems with themselves, so they just mirror their problems on other people. Middle finger up. Yeah, man, I totally agree with that one. So let's take a listen to this. This is going to be our halftime headbang for today, and this is a pretty kick-ass little tune here from Black Forest Cherry Pie. This is Fett.
schmausen, kosten, knabbern, knuspern, schlecken, schwelgen, schaufeln, verputzen, messen, Mahlzeit, vertilgen, schlingen, spachteln, verzehren, stopfen, laben, verdrücken, naschen, essen, futtern, mampfen, ich fresse wie besessen. Ich bin nicht fett, das bildet ihr euch ein. Ich bin nicht fett, das bildet ihr euch ein. Ich bin nicht fett, das bildet ihr euch ein. Ich bin nicht fett, drum lasst es einfach sein. Schlemmen, schmausen, kosten, knabbern, knuspern, schlecken, schwelgen, schaufeln, verputzen, messen, Mahlzeit, vertilgen, schlingen, spachteln, mampfen, löffeln, laben, stopfen, futtern, essen, hastig, kauen, ich bin vom Fraß besessen. Ich bin nicht fett, das bildet ihr euch ein. Ich bin nicht fett, das bildet ihr euch ein. Ich bin nicht fett, das bildet ihr euch ein. Ich bin nicht fett, drum lasst es einfach sein. Brauch keine Therapien, nur Fett und Kalorien sind wie mein täglich Brot, bis hin zu meinem Tod. Nun ist der Teller leer, zu trinken auch nichts mehr. Kellner, komm geschwind herbei, bring mir die nächste Leckerei. Ich bin nicht fett, das bildet ihr euch ein. Ich bin nicht fett, das bildet ihr euch ein. Ich bin nicht fett, das bildet ihr euch ein. Ich bin nicht fett, das bilde ich mir ein. Ich bin nicht fett, Kellner, komm geschwind herbei. Ich bin nicht fett, bring mir die nächste Leckerei. Ich bin nicht fett, egal ob Braten oder Brei. Ich bin nicht fett, ich will die nächste Leckerei.
That was Black Forest Cherry Pie with Fett. Your halftime headbang for today, man, and what a killer tune that was. I think now, ik ben nicht fett, I think means I am not fat. I think, man, I never took German or anything, but that's my uneducated, slightly educated guess on that one. But man, what an amazing tune that was. So heavy. I love that sound. I love that Rammstein, the Neue Deutsch Heart, which I'm sure I'm not pronouncing right, but it's awesome. And yeah, very cool, very Rammstein, exactly. So they in a cool video too. I love the video as well, and I love the message of the song. I hope people take that to heart and don't fat shame people, and just appreciate people for who they are, because we don't know, you don't know what they're going through, you don't know what their reality is, but one thing that is it's always hurtful, and it's always ignorant to say comments about people's weight or appearance. So you should never do that. So I support this 100%. Awesome job there by Black Forest Cherry Pie. You should go and subscribe to them post haste. Yes, uber rockin' tune. Hello, Ritual. Welcome to the stream. And I wonder how they feel being compared to Rammstein. I don't know, but I think they compare favorably. I like it. There's definitely worse things you could be compared to than Rammstein. Because Rammstein fucking is awesome. And so is Black Forest Cherry Pie. Damn good pie. Yeah. But you know what? This is the great thing about this show today. There are a lot. There's 3, in fact, tunes that I've got in the queue here to follow this up that I think are worthy of honorable mention. And the actual last of the Euro tracks was not Black Forest Cherry Pie even. It is this one here, Ramo Baramia. I think we know what to expect from Ramo Baramia, As the Galaxy Burns. And so this is one, another fantastic metal song. I love getting lots of metal. That's makes my day to hear. The more metal, the better. You know what I say. I love all music, but I definitely am here for the metal. So this is what Ramo Baramia says about this track here. Hey gang, this week I'm sending. This is old school metal. Well, we like old school metal for sure. And I can't think of a better person to bring us some old school like thrash metal than Ramo Baramia. So we're gonna get this one going. We gotta go over to SoundCloud for this one. So let's do that, and we're gonna check this one out. As the Galaxy Burns, with vocals by Ramo Baramia.
Nothing but solar
That was Ramo. Forgot to hit the button there. That was Ramo Baramia with As the Galaxy Burns. And man, that was some great thrash metal. That's what we've come to expect from Ramo Baramia. He's got a few bands. He's got Ghost Shadows and one other one, I think, too. But yeah, everything he does rocks, man. From the just the little jams that he's done to tracks like this and some of the band tracks as well. You get that old school thrash sound, like Pete says here. If you said it was a Lost Metallica tape from 1990, totally believe it. Yep, absolutely. And Desolate Morning says I think it's better than Megadeth. I think it is too. I think it is. It's definitely some very heavy thrash metal and metal up your arse, yeah. And like Ritual says here, very early Testament and Exodus like. Yeah, Ramo is Ramo's the real deal, man. He is the real deal when it comes to thrash metal. So thank you very much, Ramo Baramia. And that actually is in fact the last track from the Euro UK section of the part of the world, and now we really are moving into the United States. Finally, we had a lot of Euro, UK, Australia, Asian tracks today, and that's super cool. So I appreciate all the contributions of worldwide indie music that we've got. But now we get to some fun stuff. So you may know our friend here, Venom for Life. Hey, Metalhead Hippie, what's up? I think we got all the main like music streamers in here. We got Ron Ward in here. We got Pete Johns, now Metalhead Hippies here. The gang is all here, folks. Boom. What's going on, Hippie? Hope you're doing well. Anyway, so Venom for Life. See, there's Ron Ward. They're all here, man. The gang is all here. So Venom for Life. For a long time, he sent in tracks to the show, and they were like vocal covers. They're really good vocal covers. Really, really strong singer. Really great, like heavy vocals and stuff. And I've always said to Venom that he needs to get a band and do some original music. And I was starting to wonder if that was ever going to happen. He said it was starting to come together, and so now here we have it. It's here. Morta Lyfe. This is Venom for Life's metal band, and he sends us a track called Chalkline, garage band version. Now, I don't think that's garage band like the software. I think it's because they're a band that plays in a garage. I think that's what that is. But anyway, so let's see what Venom said about this one. He says, first and foremost, if you don't know me, I'm Venom, or the Venom, from the channel Venom for Life. This song is my new metal band, Morta Lyfe. Presently, we've been together for about 2.5 months, and this track you're about to hear was about the third practice in, and we practice twice a week. So this song has had some slight changes over time, but regardless, we thought it would give people a taste of what's been cooking. So, if you enjoy some really good metal, then put your hands in the fucking air and get ready for Morta Lyfe. And note, the song starts about 2 minutes and 30 seconds, because there is a bit of an intro to it. So we'll skip over to that point and check this track out called Chalkline from Morta Lyfe. And let me just get it queued up where it needs to be here. All right. All right, here we go. This is Morta Lyfe, Chalkline.
Enjoy the song by Morta Lyfe. And by the way, I would say this is our single. Enjoy.
So there you have it. That was Morta Lyfe, the first song there from Morta Lyfe and Venom for Life. Yeah, that was pretty killer. And I can only imagine, like, when you get that track and you get, like, I don't know if you're gonna, have somebody record it or go into a studio or whatever you're gonna do. Once you get like a studio version of that, it's gonna be pretty sick, I think. Yeah, that was pretty hardcore. Pretty hardcore. Like I like the rawness of it though. I like the rawness of just like jamming out in the garage and real drums and everything, man. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So, Morta Lyfe, Venom for Life did not let us down. Finally, we got him to do some original music. He's got together with some talented folks, and he's kicking some serious ass with this. Can't wait to hear a little bit more from Morta Lyfe. So get over there and check out the Venom for Life channel, and I'm sure when there's more that comes out, you'll be the first to hear it there over on his channel, and hopefully also right here on You Rock. So yeah, great job on that. Con says hello from work. Costa, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope everybody's having a great time tonight. And it certainly is. It certainly is great to have all this cool metal, and we're not even done yet. There's still more. There's still more metal, because we've also got, for the first time ever, I'm excited about this. I've known this guy for a long time. I've only gotten to hear his music a few times, and I've been impressed by it every time. And that's Desolate Morning. Desolate Morning. He does some killer doom metal, and he sends us this track called Tranquil Night, and so we're going to get a little bit of the background information from Desolate. Let's see what he says here about Tranquil Night. He says, I played drums with some friends from Band Lab, but recorded my drums on a MIDI drum controller through GarageBand for Mac. Just some friends getting together, making some ambient doom metal. So that sounds pretty cool. So we're going to throw that on into the old browser here and give it a play here on You Rock. All right. Making You Rock debut. This is Desolate Morning with Tranquil Night. That was Desolate Morning with Tranquil Night. Now, I really enjoyed that one. I love the darkness, the moodiness, as Barry Glenn put it there pretty perfectly. The kind of just atmospheric kind of nature of this one, a little bit almost like hypnotic, like it just like gets you into like a trance almost. But that's really cool. Drumming was excellent on it, and it just has a cool vibe, I think. Really dark and really heavy, and I like that. Vocals were excellent as well. And yeah, so I don't know, was that, did you do the vocals as well on that one? I know you said you did the drums, but you also said there's some other musicians involved in that one. Either way, though, it is a kick-ass track. I'm kind of like getting into this. So that wasn't you on this one. All right, cool. But either way, I'm kind of getting into this like doom metal kind of thing. So I like that. I appreciate that. And few do it better than Desolate Morning. ROH Ritual says, nice mix between November's Doom and Candlemas at certain points. Love it. Absolutely. So, great job, Desolate Morning. Great to hear from you. I've known Desolate Morning. Like I said, I've known him a long time, all the way back from Pete Johns, the early days of Pete Johns. So I think Desolate's always been around, and so it's great to have you on the show. Really appreciate you sending this track in, and hope to hear a lot more from you, because you make some really cool stuff. So get over there, subscribe. Desolate Morning is another one that for as long as he's been around, and the various channels, he's criminally undersubscribed. So help out and hit that subscribe button for Desolate, and throw a few comments over his way. Let him know that you dug that one. Because, that was pretty killer. Got another new track. That's awesome. Well, you know what to do. bit.ly/YouRockSubmit. And also send it to we had I think at one point we've had all the streamers in here. So send it to Hippie, send it to Ron, send it to Pete Johns. You know what I say? You catch more fish with a broader net. So send it in as many places as you can. And I think I think your channel will grow exponentially. All right, let's go. I'm gonna change gears a little bit. we're gonna hear from the conscience of our community, the great Frank Terzo, and he sends us this track called "Somebody Else." And let's see what Frank had to say regarding this one. He says this is track number 7 from number 7 of 10 from the up-and-coming album Made in 64. It is said that the meaning of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. In this song, I try to embody and exemplify the meaning of codependency. Having little trust in yourself and poor self-esteem can often lead to an unhealthy dependence on relationships, even at our own cost. The album cover is the image of the theater masks representing life's ups, downs, joys, and hardships, and that either can always be masked. All right. Well, definitely, as always, like hard-hitting stuff and stuff that a lot of people can certainly relate to and hopefully find inspiration from. So let's check this out. Somebody Else by Frank Terzo.
Wrote a letter to myself with my own regards, sealed and sent it through Fett Express, my return address. I walked myself back to my home, soul searching one-on-one alone. Sat up late and chuckled all night long, had myself a ball. Woke up smiling, sun lit up my room, stepped outside the box. It's when I saw all I thought was real was indeed all false. There comes a time one must face his fears. Take the bull by the horns and steer. Cut your losses and walk away. Live to air again. It's when I'm with you, I'm not me, I'm somebody else. I look in those eyes, not your eyes. You're somebody else. You talk down to me, right through me. You're somebody else. I seem to lose inside me. I'm somebody else. Somebody else. Look deep inside and you'll see. She came back knocking at my door, knowing very well. She said she's sorry, said she's cleared her mind. I took her in once more. Teach a child not to touch the flame, to look both ways when you cross the road. But here I am in my adult life, still the same results. It's when I'm with you, I'm not me, I'm somebody else. I look in those eyes, not your eyes. You're somebody else. You talk down to me, right through me. You're somebody else. I seem to lose inside me. I'm somebody else. Somebody else. Look deep inside and you'll see.
That was Frank Terzo with Somebody Else. And excellent job there on that one. Frank, as always, man, you nailed it with that tune. I thought that was fantastic stuff. Thank you for sending that in. I agree with, hello, Gino Therese, by the way. Good songwriting and execution. Yeah, it was really, really good songwriting and execution. I kind of got, this is not, people were throwing around some different comparisons. I was getting, oddly enough, a bit of a Weezer vibe out of this track. I don't know why. I'm sure there's a lot of different influences that are in this one. But I don't know. I could hear Weezer kind of coming up with a track like this at some point. I don't know. It got a little bit of that vibe to it. I don't know why. But I love the message of the song too. You keep coming back to the same effed up situation and expecting it to change, and it doesn't change. But you just kind of feel like you're locked in that situation, and it's you're not going to get anything better. So you go back to it, and you always regret it in the end. But great job on that track as always, and very again, the conscience, the thoughtfulness that goes into tracks like this, and that's why I call him the conscience of the community. Weezer meets Tom Petty. That's a great description, Pete. I love that. Yeah, but But yeah, it sounds like Frank too, So great job. Great job on that track. So get on over to Frank Terzo on YouTube. He's just crossed 400 subscribers, so congratulations on that as well. That's a big achievement, and I hope you keep growing and keep creating music like that, and you're going to go really far, I think. I don't just think, I know. Ritual says he adores the melody, chord changes, variety, and Tom Weezer. That's good. I like that drummer pair, Tom Weezer. Hello, Dwight Bailey, Dwight the Hitman Bailey. What's going on? Hope you're doing well. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Happy Thanksgiving to all everybody that's here that celebrates Thanksgiving tomorrow. Pete Johns, can I be Frank? Nope, we already have one. Frank is filled. You're gonna have to if you are Frank, you're gonna have to shift over to someone else because we already got our Frank, and we're pretty happy with him. I don't know where we're going with this, but excellent stuff, Frank Terzo. Thank you once again. All right, next we're gonna go to and Frank Terzo is a great supporter of this channel, as is folkpunk, and folkpunk sends us this track called "Happy." When I first saw it, I thought, did he cover the Pharrell Williams tune? That's a little bit out of of course, I never know what to expect from folkpunk, but no, this is just a coincidence that it's the same title. When GarageBand was first released as part of the iLife suite on Mac, wow, that's going back in the day, the iLife suite. I think you used to have to pay separately for GarageBand early on. I think, because you had to buy a whole iLife suite, and it had pages and numbers and all that stuff, and GarageBand. Anyway, part of the iLife suite on Mac laptops being pretty basic, it was easy enough for even little kids to use. Back in 2005, I was babysitting my twin 5-year-old nieces, and having my laptop, guitar, and a harmonica on hand, we decided to make a song. Their fascination with the drums and cymbals created a vibrant, lively feel that just made us feel giddy. Hope it gives you a smile too. With the girls finishing college now in 2022, I wonder if they would still smile hearing this today. I couldn't imagine that they wouldn't. I would think this is something that they would always treasure, and we will treasure it as well. We're going to take a listen to this right now. This is Happy, and a folk punk original instrumental by Mary Maddie and Uncle Jimmy Joe. All right, let's check it out. that was Happy by Folkpunk and Family. And how cool was that? That was pretty. I mean, like to just be messing around in GarageBand and come up with a tune like that. That's awesome. Man, great job on that. Everybody involved, and it's a pretty banging tune actually. It does help when you're it does help when you got someone as talented uncle like Folkpunk to help you out. I'm sure that factors in a little bit, but you're welcome. Thank you for sharing that with us and lifting up our day with that track. And yeah, great stuff. Everybody really enjoyed that one. And how could you not? It's just so cool with the whole story behind this one. The Folkpunk says it was actually while I was there that year for Thanksgiving. So there you go. It comes full circle and it ties in perfectly. Yeah, it's but it is a banger of a track, man. That'll get you up, get you moving, for sure. And yeah, I agree with Ritual here. Thank you for the feel good factor of this track, and I can't imagine that this wouldn't be a source of pride for all involved, and a source of nostalgia and good vibes. So, because it definitely, that's what it gave to us, and we weren't involved in its creation. So, excellent job. Go and check out Folkpunk. He's got so much great stuff on his channel, and if you like that one, there's a lot more where that came from. So go and subscribe to Folkpunk. Thank you very, very much, Folkpunk. Always awesome stuff from Folkpunk. And by the way, I don't know if I said hello to Billiam James. Hello, Billiam. Good to have you around. How's Man Feelings doing? We haven't heard from Man Feelings in a while. I hope you guys are still rocking out there, up there in Canada. So good to see you here. All right, we're gonna go next to this is always two very talented people get together and produce amazing music, and they both have the same initials, so they go by MT Squared. So let's find out about this track here from MT Squared, and of course, let me bring this one up here. This is from Marshall Turner and Mark Tanner, who are very talented. So they say MT Squared is a collaborative effort between myself, who is Marshall Turner, and Mark Tanner. I write, record original music. I use Reaper as my DAW. Please be honest with criticism. I'm not afraid of harsh or pointed opinions of the production or content of anything I've ever recorded. You know what? The thing is, like, I don't think it's going to be necessary, because everything I've heard from MT Squared or either of those people individually has been of the highest quality. So, but if you hear anything that I'm not hearing, they're open to those opinions. So, but let's check this out. This is Answers by MT Squared.
The world around
left alone. Help me find an answer. Help me find an answer. Answers dark and endless. What have you become? Dark and endless. Answers dark and endless. What have you become? Where have we all gone? I don't know why. We're all together now, friends around us, lovers. We remember they all care. Don't hide inside your head. That ain't living. That ain't living. Let it out. Let me in. Can we find redemption? All I know is you're my friend. What went wrong? Why have you gone? Help me understand what you have done. I feel betrayed and left alone. Help me find an answer. Help me find an answer. Answers dark and endless. What have you become? Dark and endless. Answers dark and endless. What have we become? Where have we all gone? I don't know why. The end is not an answer. The end is not an answer. The end is not an answer. The end is not an answer.
That was MT Squared, Marshall Turner, and Mark Tanner with answers. And people want answers. They want to know who's singing the higher vocal harmonies. Is that is that Marshall singing the backing vox? And to that, I say I don't know. I think so, but I don't know. But at any rate, so it says, let's see, we might actually have, I do have answers for you, because on the video, in the video description, it says lead vocals Mark Tanner, backing vocals Marshall Tanner. So I think that was Marshall Turner, excuse me. I think that was Marshall on the backing vocals. Impressive job by both of these gentlemen on this track. I thought it had a little bit of a Bowie vibe to it. These dudes could be on the radio. Yeah, I think so too. I like the dark video. I think it fits the mood of the song really well, which is good. Yeah, very good. You're looking for harsh and pointed criticism. You're going to have to make a track that's not as good as that. This is not really a lot to pick apart there. It's inspiring as hell. It's just a beautiful track. Great arrangement on that. I love the way it builds up to this chorus. I think the hook was really strong in it as well. And it's memorable and packs a punch. It's a good song. And I love the deep kind of baritone vocals from Mark there. In the verses as well. So yeah, pretty chill vibes, like the contrasting atmosphere, says Ritual. Yeah, I have to agree with that as well. But yeah, this is exemplary, man. This is what we strive for. to get a track that sounds as good as that. Omni Collective says the vocals were not recorded with microphones. They would probably record her through people phones while the people were wearing headphones. What are you talking about? I'm not really sure where we're going with that one, but I like Marshall's deep vocals. Yeah, I agree. I think it was Mark though with the deeper vocals, Marshall with the higher ones. I think those were like the backing vocals, I guess. So yeah, killer stuff. That was a hell of a track, man. Thank you so very, very much for sending that one in. And the only harsh criticism I have, we need to hear more. We need to hear more MT squared. So that's my criticism. So get to work, guys. We need more like that. More like that. That's awesome. Blue Unicorn says Sacred Love by Bad Brains was actually recorded over the phone because HR was in jail. Wow. Everybody was digging that track though. Absolutely. So thank you once again to Mark Tanner, Marshall Turner, both talented musicians, and you put them together and the result is not just the sum of the parts. You know what I'm saying? So it just explodes with creativity and awesome music. So thank you very much for sending that one in. Really appreciate it. All right, up next we've got Michael Thompson. Michael Thompson, who's just been able to come back with us, and we're glad to have him back. He sends us this track called Hey Diddle Diddle. So let's find out about Hey Diddle Diddle. And I think we might have had this on the show before, but it's been quite a while. He says, "Hi, Thomas. Here's a track from Lily the Rock Opera. ... And I've been in communication with the university theater department, so they are reviewing it to see if it might be something they can do. Thanks for your support to this great community." Well, thank you for sending this track in, and that's some amazing news that you're gonna get. Like, first of all, writing rock operas. Holy crap. That's an achievement in and of itself. But then to get it performed by a local university, that's even cooler. So we're all pulling for you, and we're hoping that that this university, if they really have smart minds there at the university, and I know a thing or two about universities because I work for a couple of them. They should take on this project. And they should do this musical. They should do this rock opera. So I'm hoping, and I know everybody else here is really hoping, pulling for you that they do it. Let's check this out. Hey Diddle Diddle by Michael Thompson from the rock opera. I think it's called Lily. Man, my brain is Lily, exactly. Hey Diddle Diddle by Michael Thompson here on You Rock.
Hey, diddle diddle with a riddle in the middle, real soon. Dog, 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 find his bone. Bum, 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 really wrong. What you wanna do? Hey, 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 oh, 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 where you going to go? Hey, diddle diddle with a
That was Hey Diddle Diddle by Michael Thompson. And man, that was I agree with Coldacre. That was really psychedelic. One of my favorite things. I loved the way the guitar panned from left to right. And I think that really amps up that psychedelic vibe, 60s psychedelic rock kind of sound, and something that Michael Thompson does really, really well is channeling that old school style of rock music from a great time. You know, it was a great time for music, definitely. Back in the late 1960s, early 70s, with the psychedelic rock in full swing. Bands like Jefferson Airplane and Jimi Hendrix and the Beatles and Mamas and the Papas, so many more. A lot of fantastic music come out of that time period, and great inspiration on this track. And I really once again, I just hope that we can get this musical off the ground. The university will do it for you, and let you however that would work. I can't even imagine putting something like that together, but I bet you would do a fantastic job of it if you got the opportunity. So I agree with Folkpunk here. Keep us posted on that musical production, because we're definitely gonna want to see video of that if it happens. Hello, Mars Capone. And Blue Unicorn says nobody know Ministry Butthole Surfer fans. No, I mean, I'm a big fan. Well, Ministry, I like some of their early stuff. Butthole Surfers, of course, were great. But yeah, definitely familiar with them. Hell yeah, do your musical, says Mars Capone. Many community peeps would help if you need. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, we all have our collective fingers crossed, and we're hoping for some great stuff. And Mars Capone says Ministry or my boys, all of it. Yeah, Ministry. You know, they did some great stuff. Like I said, I like their early stuff, the later stuff. They kind of just turned to, for me, I think they went too much into just being a metal band, like around the early 2000s. But yeah, I did see them live, and they are heavy as fuck. I can say it. Metalhead hippie is home now. Boom. All right. Well, we got a little bit more left to go. Like I said, it is a bit of a shorter show tonight, probably because of the holiday coming up tomorrow. But what we lack in quantity, we make up for, as you can tell, in quality. So we're gonna keep that rolling with Jerry Gomes, and Jerry Gomes says us this track called "Stay in Bed." That's what I wanted to do this morning. Stay in bed. Let's find out a little bit more about that track, what he wants us to know here before we take a listen to it. He says, "This is a brand new song for my upcoming album. I wanted to put out an early release single to see what people think. I have to give thanks to the awesome Hugh Caldwell for sending me 6 different guitar solos to pick from. That's right, he could have done 1, but sent 6. I love that guy." Yeah, I mean, that's going above and beyond. I hope you dig this. By the way, it was mastered by the one and only J.D.L. And if you want J.D.L. to master your tracks, you can join her Patreon. And I'm pretty sure the way to do that is just patreon.com/J.D.L. all one word. I highly recommend it. I use that. I use the services of Jade, as do many other people in this community, and it's a testament to how good of a job she does on these things. So let's take a listen to this. "Stay in Bed" by Jerry Gomes.
What are we gonna do today?
I'm going downtown, gonna try and find something to do. The car that I drive, it isn't exactly new. I stopped all the red lights and a couple of the green ones too. And no matter how I try, there's always black and white in my rear view. Maybe I better just stay in bed. Maybe I better just stay in bed. I got a 50-cent raise and now I'm making $12.52. I'd like to take that money and blow it on a 3-day cruise. Never mind my old coat, torn trousers, all the holes in my shoes. My rent's a month overdue, and my landlord says that I gotta move. You gotta move, dude. Maybe I better just stay in bed. Maybe I better just stay in bed. That's right. Got a couple good friends, got a couple no good friends too. And some women I've known have left me with a heart full of blues. I go to bars to hear bands and I feel like there's nothing new. My guitar sits in the corner and waits for me to be enthused. Maybe I better just stay in bed. Maybe I better just stay in bed. I'm going downtown, gonna try and find something to do. I'm going downtown, gonna try and find something to do. Maybe I better just stay in bed. Maybe I better just stay in bed. I'm gonna stay in bed. Dream about the day that I can get up and make my way, but not today. No, not today. Not today.
That was Jerry Gomes with Stay in Bed. Be pretty hard to stay in bed with that song playing. I kind of agree with folk punk here. It makes me want to get out of bed and sing along with the chorus. It definitely has that sing along kind of vibe to it. It's just an upbeat little song, but you got the lyrics that also at the same time make it like the classic blues, talking about just the day-to-day struggles that you go through. And yeah, sometimes you just want to stay in bed because stuff is fucked up. And but yeah, great job on that track. Hugh Caldwell nailed the guitar solo as well, as he always does, and gave you 6 tracks to work from. So not always. He probably didn't need to send 6 tracks. Probably could have just sent 1 and it would have been great. But yeah, that's what I was trying to think. Like, I couldn't really put my finger on what what it was reminding me. Violent Femmes is not a bad comparison, I think. Reminds me of the Stones. Yeah, it's got this like classic rock kind of vibe to it. A little different. Like Jerry Gomes, most of the I agree with John here. There's nothing Jerry Gomes can't do. But a lot of Jerry's music tended towards, I think, like either kind of like the goth rock of the 80s or also some more like prog metal styles I've heard from him, but he can do it all. And so this one, it sounds like a little bit of a departure, but maybe not a huge departure. But either way, I dig it, and it's I think this album is going to be pretty epic. I don't know how far along you are on the album or how close you are to releasing, but definitely keep us abreast of the situation, and we will make sure I will be sure to make sure that everybody knows where they can pick that up and where they can check that out, because I think it's going to be a fantastic album, and why wouldn't it be from Jerry Gomes? So Jerry Gomes, another person criminally undersubscribed, so get over there and hit that subscribe button for Jerry. 79 subscribers, getting a little closer to 100. So I'm sure he'll be crossing that mark very soon, making great music like that. Keep up the great work, Jerry, and thank you for that submission. All right, it wouldn't be a show if we didn't hear something from Michael, aka Zealand, who's out tonight. He's listening to some Tchaikovsky. So he was here before the stream started and gave his regards. But he's out enjoying some Tchaikovsky tonight. So I hope he's having a great time with that. And we're gonna check out his track here, "The Big Leap Forward." And so let's see what he said about this one. He says here, "Hi, Tom. A boatload of my album art set to strings and things." All right. So that indicates to me that there's Michael, aka Zealand, albums out there. I actually didn't know that he had albums, because it just seemed like he just put a lot of tracks out individually, but I guess he's got some albums. I mean, he's got a lot of he's got enough material for about quite a number of albums. So anyway, let's take a listen to this. Michael, aka Zealand, "The Big Leap Forward." That was Michael, a.k.a. Zealand, The Big Leap Forward. Yeah, so Michael did a fantastic job on this track here. And I think he needs to do more to promote his albums, because I didn't even know that he had like albums, but that's cool. I would check out some Michael, a.k.a. Zealand albums, as I'm sure most of you would, because yeah, he's we all know how talented Michael, a.k.a. Zealand is. Does an amazing job with these videos every week, and just how prolific he is. I like what folkpunk said here, zolific. This one is a masterpiece. I think it rivals the Tchaikovsky, to be honest with you. Maybe he's going to get some inspiration from Tchaikovsky to write more stuff like this. But yeah, this was fantastic. There's not even a link to like where you would get the albums that he has, but maybe over on SoundCloud, or I don't know. Yeah, but great stuff from Michael, a.k.a. Zealand, as always. I'm going to actually do a little... I don't even know what to look up exactly, but there is this little website. It's called Song Whip. And it would help if I spell it correctly. In fact, I'll show you what I'm going to do here, because this is a good way if you're trying to find somebody's stuff. I'm going to paste that there. All right, so if you're trying to find somebody's stuff, this is a good way to do it. So songwhip.com, we're going to go there, and then you just click make a music link, and I'm going to type in here Michael, a.k.a. Zealand band. It's not coming up with anything. So I'm not really sure where these albums are, but it was worth a shot anyway. This is Zealand. I don't think that's the right thing. I don't know who that is. That's not our Zealand. Anyway, maybe Michael will inform us of where we can locate these Michael, a.k.a. Zealand albums. But that's a place you can go if you want to find out. If you want to, like, anybody that's on major distribution, like DistroKid or anything, Amuse, any of those Tune CD Baby, TuneCore, or whatever various services, you can just go to songwhip.com. You can type them in, and if they're out there on all those services, it'll find it for you. But it didn't come up with anything. Maybe I was not looking for the right. I'm not exactly sure how he formats that, but that would be the way you do it. Songwhip is the site. Yep. SONGWHIP.com. But yeah, excellent stuff from Michael, a.k.a. Zealand, as always, and you should definitely be subscribed to Zealand. All right, it is that time. By the way, hello to Manfredini Retro Games. What's up? Good to see you. Now, it is that time of the show where we hear from a certain band that just so happens to be the best band in the whole world. That is SBD. Nobody knows what SBD stands for either. I'm not even sure that they know what it stands for. It stands for what you want it to stand for, but it stands for the best band in the whole world. That's what it stands for. We'll check this out and see what we've got from Wayek and Gortium and Shane this week. All right, this is what they say. What the fuck's going on, Tommy Lee Jones? I loved your work in The Fugitive and Men in Black. I'm innocent, but you don't care. It was the one-armed man, Kimball. So this week is S again, but it's different. But it's a bit different, you see. For one, we here at SBD Enterprises did this mix raw, straight from the board with nothing added to it. No extra reverb or EQing, compressing, untouched. So it's as clean and bare and as bare as you can get, and really captures how we sounded live right in the room. Second, I want to talk a little bit about the actual song. The first version of this song a few months ago was just a one-off improv jam, and when we needed songs for SoundClick, we thought this sounded cool and threw it on there. But then somewhere we thought that we could recreate it, and we never played any of our instrumentals twice ever. Anyways, we managed to not only recreate it, but evolve it into an actual composition that the three of us wrote in combined effort with each of our individual parts. This song, after that, was always played the same way, and I think it stood as something that three of us were really proud of. It also makes me think if we could have reconstructed some of our other improv jams in the same way, because we could bang out stuff like this just at any given moment, but to actually work on perfecting that craft. Like, what could SBD really have become? Anyways, next week we're back to fucking up all the Oro and Mystique when we go back to our songs with words in them. Yep. Everything all goes to hell when I start opening my mouth again. Not true. Stay tuned next week for more from the SBD saga. A go-go, a goo-goo, a gaga. Now go gadget SBD. All right. So we're going to check this out. This clean and bare and naked version of S. Let's check it out. So this is S by SBD, the best band in the whole world. That was STiiLBiRD, the best band in the whole world. And have a good night, Joe and Barry. Thank you for hanging out. But, man, that song is just unbelievable. So great. I think this is maybe the best rendition that I've heard of it. And, yeah, it's pretty awesome. I just love the whole like environment there, and it's so cool that Brad Example, because they're from the same area, and he knew the venue that they were playing at. He identified it as Foggy's. I don't know what Foggy's is, but I assume looks like a pretty cool venue there in the Sioux. So thank you guys for sending that in. We always dig the STiiLBiRD. It's one of the highlights of the U-Rock show each week, and this one no exception here. Everybody was really enjoying that. So cool how it like started off as this improv jam and actually became like a staple thing that you guys worked on, and turned into a full on track that was repeatable. That's not easy to do either, because you probably had to go back and get the old tapes out and listen and see, what did we do here and what did we do there and what were we doing there and why were you doing that? how did you do that and how do I do that again? It's really hard to reproduce improvised stuff, but excellent job. Brad Example said it was legendary in there. So many amazing bands played. That's how it is. Like all these old venues, like I don't know if that place is still open or not. There was a lot of cool venues here in Pittsburgh that used to be open. Saw a lot of cool shows at, and they're closed now. Glad I got to go and check some of those places out when they were around. But yeah, not a lot of great venues these days. Not as much as there used to be, and I'm sure even after the situation that the world's been in, probably even less. Gortium says, I once seen someone get a piercing on the floor with a safety pin at Foggy's. It looks like the kind of place where you would see somebody get a piercing on the floor with a safety pin. It looks like that kind of place. I like that little railing and stuff. That's like just like the natural wood and everything. That's a cool touch there as well. But a great job on that one, as always. Excellent stuff. Go and subscribe to the STiiLBiRD YouTube channel, which is also criminally undersubscribed. It needs a lot more subscribers than it has, with this great content that they keep putting up more and more, and it's all of it is fantastic. All right, we actually we're down to our final 3 songs of the night, if you can believe it. Definitely a little bit of a shorter show. I think once again, I think it's because of the Thanksgiving festivities that are the giving of thanks that is taking place in the United States tomorrow. But we got a couple of things. We got a few more cover. We got a new cover section that we're going to go into now. We had the UK and Euro artists that had You Got It Covered, and now we have some. I'm not actually sure if one of these artists might be US or not. I'm not sure, but anyway. You got it covered. The US half of the You Got It Covered segment of the show, and we got two more covers to check out. The first of which comes to us, and then I realized as I was starting this, I'm not actually sure where this individual is from, but Orchestra Eclipse sends us a cover of Ghost Riders in the Sky by Johnny Cash, and Orchestra might actually be from the UK, now that I think about it. But anyway, he's here. So let's see what Orchestra Eclipse said about this one. All right, this is what he says here. Hi, Thomas. This is an orchestral rock cover of Ghost Riders in the Sky, originally by Johnny Cash. This song was featured in the classic Marvel film Ghost Rider and based my cover on the film version. All right. So we'll take a look and see. Check this one out. For some reason, I was thinking Ghost Riders in the Sky was from The Doors, maybe, but I guess it could be Johnny Cash. I guess I'm gonna take Orchestra at his word here on this one. I think a lot of people have done versions of it. I think that might be why. But anyway, let's check this out. You know what? I was thinking of Riders on the Storm. That's why. They're kind of like a little bit similar, I guess. Anyway. I'm talking nonsense. Let's check this out. Ghost Riders in the Sky, cover of Johnny Cash by Orchestra Eclipse. That was Orchestra Eclipse cover of Ghost Riders in the Sky. We found out, thanks to Michael Thompson for the win here, who actually produced Ghost Riders in the Sky, and it was Stan Jones. Yeah. And that's the thing, these old country songs, I said they were a bit incestuous in the chat, because they are. Everybody covered everything, and everybody did a version of the same song, so it's like, who the hell actually did it? And it's usually somebody you never heard of. It was always somebody you never heard of who wrote the original one, and then, famous people like Johnny Cash or Elvis or somebody covered it, and then it got big. You know what I mean? Willie Nelson or somebody like that. The Highwaymen, I guess, were the ones who popularized this. Now, I'm familiar with the Highwaymen. My dad actually had the Highwaymen. It was just called the Highwaymen album, and we used to listen to that every time we went on a road trip. Put on that one, and so I know that album front to back. Front to back, and it's pretty good, actually. I like that. I like that tune, Highwaymen. And yes, it was Jimmy Webb in 1979 that wrote the Highwaymen song. And but there's again, like, who knows Jimmy Webb? Not many people, but who knows the Highwaymen? Because it's like, these were the biggest names in country music all together. Chris Christopherson and Waylon Jennings and Johnny Cash and Willie Nelson, of course. That's a pretty all-star cast right there in terms of country music in mid-1980s. I mean, those were the biggest names that there were. So it's not any wonder that their version got more popular. But anyway, the Jimmy Webb version is totally different. It's really not even a country song. It's like a folk song. Which is crazy. But anyway, great stuff there, Orchestra Eclipse. Check him out over on YouTube, and he's got it covered for this week. And he's not the only one. And I think we did figure out that Orchestra Eclipse is from the UK, so my apologies that you were there instead of you're with the US instead of with the UK. But we're going to check out the next one, who definitely is from the U.S. Pretty sure Oklahoma is the location. And that would be Ben. He goes by many names. Ben Wells, Me, Myself, and iPhone. Here he sent in this track as Ben Jammin'. But whatever name you call him by, he's a very talented individual. And he did a cover of Can't Wait to Feel Your Love Tonight. Let's see what he said in his description of this one. So he said here, heard this on the Green Hornet movie and couldn't get it out of my head. So, meow, it's stuck in yours. You're welcome. All right. I have a feeling this is going to be one of these things that I'm going to hear and I might say, oh, yeah, that song. But I'm not sure. So let's check it out. Can't Wait to Feel Your Love Tonight. Oh, this is Van Halen cover by Ben Jammin'. That was Ben jamming, me, myself, and iPhone. Ben Wells, whatever you want to call him. But I call him an awesome, talented individual. And cover Van Halen. Can't wait to feel your love tonight. It's my favorite stuff that Ben does. Is when he does these old 80s hair metal rock bands, rock songs, and he can, his voice is so tuned to do this kind of music. It's unbelievable. From I still remember fondly when he did the Renegade by Styx. He did the Motley Crue song that I can't remember the name of right now. Looks That Kill, that's what it was. Looks That Kill, and a couple other songs in the same vein. And he always just nails these vocals. And he puts all this stuff together on an iPhone 7, so it makes it even more impressive how good these come out. And the vocals go a long way, but also the great production as well. Given the limitations that he works under, it's really, really impressive stuff. Everybody's super impressed. Everybody dug that one. And one thing is for sure, Ben has got it covered. So that's going to conclude our second little jaunt of You Got It Covered for tonight. All right, so that's that's all right, Chris. And yeah, hey, because I think a lot of people tonight were probably out driving around and cooking dinners and stuff, and getting the fixings ready for Thanksgiving tomorrow. So what you can always do, and I appreciate the replay viewers of the show, is go ahead and check this out on replay. Hey, tomorrow night, after the game's over or something, there's football all day. But after the big game's over, then you could just throw the show on and check out all the stuff that you missed today. Yeah, we appreciate replay viewers as well as live viewers and lurkers. LOL, love our lurkers. And the one thing I would ask is that if you haven't hit the subscribe button on the channel, please do that. Hit that like button as well. It helps with the algorithm. And go Cowboys. Yeah, they always play on Thanksgiving. It's the Cowboys and the Lions, I think they're always on Thanksgiving. I don't know. Anyway, Cowboys doing a lot better than my Steelers this year. That's for damn sure. Anyway, someone should do an SBD cover. I agree, Gorthium. You're right on the money with that one. So, all right, so we got one final track. This was a very, very late submission, but I snuck it in here because we had, because there's still a little bit of room on the show with it being a lighter show than normal. And this is from John W. Adams, and it's called Child's Identity. Let's see what he had to say about this one. All right, he says, Dad rarely missed one of my performances. I know this is extremely personal and I apologize for the indulgence, but I had a piano and some time and had to get it out. Hug your loved ones. So I think this is going to be a fairly heavy track to take us out, but with it being the holidays, you think about the people that you've lost and the people that aren't with you, and you remember them fondly. So we're going to check this tune out here from John W. Adams, Child's Identity.
When I am lonely and I'm feeling down,
always seem to make me come around. I sense your strength and I don't feel afraid. Your hope supports me when I'm left betrayed. I've stopped to realize just what you mean to me. 'Cause you know just how I feel, and you know me inside out, and you know just what to say to me. You only bought the very best for me. I had the gifts of every child's in me. I never scored touchdowns or made big plays. And even though I rarely earned straight A's, you always taught me to be proud of who I am. You were always by my side. Your arms were open wide. And I give the very best I can. Each day I wake up and admire the sun, and pray to live my life as you have done. You're always there for me, a tribute to your child's identity. Each day I wake up and admire the sun, and pray to live my life as you have done. You're always there for me, a tribute to your child's identity. Your child's identity. Your child's identity. Your child's identity.
Yeah, I gotta say, that was a beautifully, beautifully done song. Really, really impressive stuff there. I would venture to say that was epic. And of course the sentiment and the emotion behind the track adds to the power of it as well. Beautiful piano playing and chord structure and arrangement of that. Just really breathtaking stuff. All around there by John W. Adams. Clear that he's very much in command of the instrument he's playing, vocals, and the songwriting aspect of it as well is just tremendous. So thank you so very, very much. And it's a great reminder to cherish the people that you still have in your life, because you don't know. You never know what's going to happen, and and remember the people that that were there before that aren't there now, as well. And you always have the memories of those important people in your life. So thank you very, very much for that one. well said there. Hug your loved ones. Absolutely. That's kind of what this time of year is all about. Thanksgiving on through the Christmas holiday coming up. So thank you very much. And a great end to this show. You rock. Or yeah, you rock. That's what the name of the show is. I don't know. Man. You rock episode 63. And I just thank you all for being here and hanging out. And I know that Jade Star has a show tomorrow. I won't be around for anything probably tomorrow because I'm going to be actually visiting my mother in about 2 hours away. I've got about 4 hours on the road all told tomorrow. So I probably won't see most of you, but do check out Jade Star's show. She's going to do a show about all the deals that are out, and there are many for Black Friday. So you want to check that out. And I think Pete Johns has got an Best of AMA show that he's doing. So you're going to want to check that out as well. And then there's more stuff happening. Metalhead Hippie. I think Pete is also doing a show on Friday as well, talking about some of the deals for Black Friday. So you're going to want to check that out. And yeah, and I'll be back with you again. I hope you all have a great Thanksgiving. Drive safely wherever you're traveling goes. And if you are going to be traveling, you're going to be out on the roads. Just be safe out there. And I'll be back with. Sorry, I didn't do a show last Saturday. Just kind of wasn't feeling it. I just had a long week of work and stuff and needed a weekend off, and you guys were all super understanding about that. But I will be back this Saturday, and I will be doing Thomas Christ live, so get ready for that. And I think I'm gonna I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm pretty sure I'll do some of these that archival track that I played earlier in the show, probably perform that live. And then I found some interesting karaoke tracks, so maybe some of those will make their way. I haven't done karaoke stuff in a while, so maybe a little of that too. But we'll see how we go, and just stay tuned for the link and everything. That'll be coming out. But that's at 9:15 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday, right after Jade and Pete. So hope to see you there. And once again, happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and much love to all of you. And as always, you know what I say, keep rocking. Take care. Are you an independent home studio musician or band that is looking for a place to get your music heard? Well, look no further. I'm Thomas Christ, a musical artist myself for more than 20 years and host of the live featured artist show You Rock, the show where I play your most rockin' music. We have an amazing, always supportive, and ever-growing community of awesome music creators and music lovers who all very much want to hear what you've got to offer. It's so insanely cool, and we want you to be a part of it. All you have to do is hashtag send it in, and it's super easy to do. Just follow the link in the description or go to bit.ly/YouRockSubmit and enter your artist and song info in the form to be considered for the show. It's that simple, folks. And be sure to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell icon so you always know when I'm live. The You Rock Show currently airs each and every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, so get your tracks in for the next show, and I hope to see you there. Until then, keep rocking.